Welcome, folks, to another episode of the Lunch Table Podcast. I am your host, Los. You know how we get down, and as always, we have our resident moderator, our one and only Donnie, Mr. Dell. Introduce yourself. Boom. And on the
I
right of
am the
him,
fallen.
oh, darn. And on the right of him, we have the proprietor of the show, the one and only Dalen Demon King Maury. Introduce yourself. Let the people hear your intro.
You know what it is. Roses are red, weapons against me won't prosper. With this sacred treasure, I summon Big Raga, the op stopper.
I know. So today we got a little wrestling episode for you, and you will be
Can you
rocking
dig
with
it,
your
brother?
hey. Watch those references because Vince McMahon is still out there, and you know that was one of his toys.
Hey, now you know that only us can roll down to the ring and get this thing started. Only
Another
us
one of
can
his
really
toys.
hash this thing through. And you also know, Los, when the cream rises to the top. Actually, I got it wrong. When the rubber hits the road, the cream
Actually, you
rises
still
to
got it
the
wrong. You still got it wrong. When the rubber hits these bitches that didn't want this dick. Now continue.
top. You know what? I'm just going to cue the intro now.
Shorty said, Vince McMahon, Brock Lesnar, I'm coming for you, nigga.
I just hit the button.
So we're not dancing during the intro.
He almost broke me. I was over here vibing, and he did that, and he almost broke me. And then literally all I did was just hit the button. We
don't dance to the intro no more, huh? We just out the window with ours today, huh? That's what we doing. That's the kind of life we live in. Okay.
I gotta ask. I gotta know because you're talking about that. I got who shits on someone's face and then pass them along to the next dude.
Okay, you also missing out on the fact that he shit on the bitch face while she was with the next dude. Remember, this was during a threesome.
I did not know all of that. That's worse.
You clutch my pearls.
That's
Sir,
so
really?
worse.
You didn't know that?
That's so much worse. No. I've been out the loop.
Yeah.
I've been kind of working myself to death. That's wow.
You didn't know how wild
I
that's
need
got, sir?
I need to start using my headphones and listen to some shit.
So after I shits on the bitch,
Did I get a twofer? Did I get two bodies with one shot?
That was so bad. No, it's worse now that I know more context. Like, you know what, Los?
I just wasn't ready for that.
I had to fully apologize because like getting blindsided with some info like that, and just I apologize.
No, don't you do it, bro. Don't you do it.
I'm doing it.
He will apologize for the coke. You will apologize for the coke. You will be sorry for the coke. Okay. Because
oh god. Oh my god.
But yeah, I was not ready for that. This nigga said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was not
I'm
ready
sorry.
for that.
I'm on one today.
Ooh. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Hey,
it's fine. You know what? Before
we
move on
want
to
the smoke
conference. Yeah, no, because I actually want to stay on Vince for a little bit now. Pause that because considering his
I was about to get you.
Yeah, considering his actions, I definitely got to fix that. I definitely have to
about
fix
to
that.
get got.
Nah, sir.
Brutus the Barber beefcake.
No, he was giving out Brutus the butcher beefcake, and they didn't want it. And this is the problem why we here now.
So all right. For me, for whoever doesn't know, because clearly I don't know all the details, and of course I need to know how Brock is in this. Besides just a little implication, like what's the full encompassing topic of this?
So hold on, I saw something, and I'm not sure if Brock was like a full-on willing participant, or he was just a recipient of some stuff, because supposedly there was, I guess, some conversation about him requesting some piss videos.
Yep.
But that's the thing. I don't know if he knew what if he knew about the fact that she wasn't necessarily compliant in it, or if he did know that she wasn't compliant in it. Like, I don't know if he knew if like that was like she was doing stuff under orders, or if she was, I don't
Oh,
think she was
so
doing stuff of her own free will.
so
it's like,
so it looks like so basically Brock may or may not have been the recipient of some. He thinking it's one thing, but basically the chick was sent.
No,
maybe.
no,
That's
no.
So is there
go ahead,
confirmation that
Los.
he actually knew offhand that like she was
It's
Under
I don't want to
orders.
say confirmation on some. Well, you know what? Okay, so I'll give you the information and you can determine yourself if he knew. All right. Vince was trying to re-sign him, and as a signing bonus, bargaining chip, whatever you want to call it, he offered the chick to Brock. Now, mind you, this is the same guy that was going around showing sex tapes and news that she sent him on his phone to people. So when he offered her, Brock then he gave Brock her number. Brock then texted her setting up a time and asking for that video. Now, two sides of the coin. You can say Brock didn't see the video, he didn't see the nudes, and Vince did what? He told him, "Hey, if you sign with the company, I got this chick that'll let you smash." So clearly, that's implication that he knows that she's doing what he wanted. Because I've never been in a situation where a dude told me that a chick is willing to smash, and it wasn't because he already hit or he knew somebody who already hit and they said that it was easy. So the implication in my mind is there's no room for doubt for Brock not to know that this is something that Vince was directly influencing to happen.
I
So
say
on the low end, it's adultery. On the high end, or basically the other end, because there is no middle ground with this, pretty
It's
much,
pimping.
well, yeah,
sexual assault. Now,
yeah.
the
It's
only
no
reason the only
Hey,
reason the only reason I said
it's
it
the
the way
R
I said
word.
it, the only reason I said it the way I
or
said
SA.
it is because I can't presume to know what somebody else knows based off of what I know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like sitting here now, looking at the situation, it's easy to say, oh, yeah, how did he not know about that? And I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but I can't presume to know what he did or didn't know at that time.
I'm
I'm
just
not
saying going.
claiming I'm not
Mm-hmm.
claiming his guilt or innocence. That's for the
Mm-hmm.
courts. I was kind of iffy with Brock anyway. Like like his wrestling persona was one thing, and I've never really heard too many other experiences about him as a person. So there's really not much to go off of. So I don't know what type of dude he is. So
My thing is, how do you use somebody as a bargaining chip to sign a contract and then it's not generally known what's going on here? Anything that I
I
plan to give you, to work for me, I'm giving you as a compromise of service for value. You give me your
you,
service, and in return, I give you value.
it
That woman
depends.
was part of it. That's
I
what a
feel like
paycheck is.
no. What I'm saying is, I feel like it's going to depend on. I'll put it like this: when you look at the situation with Shane, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the stories of Vince trying to offer up things to Shane, and Shane's like, "Nah, I'm good." I feel like Shane was well aware of what his daddy was into. Absolutely.
anytime anytime anybody is using people as a bargaining chip or whatever, basically whatever dealings that it sounds like Vince does, it's known. They're gonna throw you hints. Hey, I got you on some crazy shit. Like basically, it's not like you're just flying blind and all of a sudden you sent the chick to me.
So
You
now
know this.
that brings the
You're
point.
aware.
Was it a bargaining chip or a blackmail chip?
It can't be blackmail if you're
Bitter.
not. It can't be blackmail because he's not holding anything against Brock. He's adding to it.
Here's what I'm saying. If and just follow me on the scenario. I'm not saying this is what happened. This is a
Mm-hmm.
potential outcome because we don't know. Like you said, Vince uses Shorty as a bargaining chip, but only tells a part of the truth.
Mm-hmm.
After the deal is done and the contracts are signed, it's you're going to keep signing these contracts you're gonna keep doing what I want, or the fact that you did something with this girl and it wasn't consensual is gonna come out. That's what I
But
mean. At that point, it's a blackmail chip, not a bargaining chip.
no, I get it, but then it still wouldn't really, that would be on some shit like in Bones. I know you saw Bones,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, Snoop movie. When they was killing Jimmy and the cop was like, everybody come stab him, so we all implicated in this, and they
Mm-hmm.
made Pam Grier come stab him.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the moment where Brock would sleep with the chick. But it would have to happen or have to be forced on him. The chick wasn't forced on him. She was propositioned to him. I will give you this contract and I will give you her to do whatever if you come back. It wasn't a thing where, in order for your blackmail scenario to work, he would have had to already done something with her. And then when it was time for him to re-up his contract, then Vince said, if you don't do this
That's what I'm
again,
saying. That's what I'm saying. Not necessarily, and again, the propositioning part, cool. We're not disputing that. What I'm saying is there could be the possibility of, because once he got propositioned and he did what he did with her, then after that fact, like you said, Brock might have been like, oh, well, I don't want to come back. I want to go do this. I want to go do that. And Vince is like, well, no, because what you did with her wasn't actually consensual because I made her do that. Now that
right.
you know that, but that's what I'm saying. That's also a possibility that he wasn't initially aware of the situation between her and Vince. I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying there's different possibilities out here that we are not aware of. Because
no, I get what you're saying, but even what I'm trying to get through is, in order for that to happen, they would have had to said at this moment when the story came out that it was a second time thing, or this is something that had happened before. This was supposed to have been the first time Brock ever had this woman or was ever with this woman like that to get the contract. That's why I'm like, it can't be a blackmail thing because he didn't do it prior to.
No, bro. You're missing my point.
No.
Hold on, hold on. Wait. Hold your horses. Whoa there. So no, what I'm saying is, yes, his first time with her would have been the bargaining chip. Which, when was this first time supposed to be?
That's what I just said.
No.
It just happened. No, the story came out, but it happened like 2 years ago or some shit like that. But when it happened 2 years ago, that was the first time Brock ever had that woman. They never touched it before that. That's
what
why I keep saying that it wasn't.
So that's what we needed to clarify. That this was.
I said it already, nigga.
Well, slow your roll. You didn't say this was 2 years ago. You said you didn't establish a time. I didn't realize, based on the conversation, that this was a recently, like 2 years ago thing. I thought this was back because remember, Brock had left a minute ago. I thought this was something that had been happening for years.
No, I specifically said that it was this situation, this incident where it was his first time having her.
Okay, you saying this incident doesn't establish the timeline because I don't know what this incident is. When you say this incident,
about the current case, that's what I'm saying. We're talking about what's happening right now, the current case that they're in.
Because the story just came out.
Actually, no. Do you remember when Vince first had to leave like a few years ago?
But that was
the same chick. It's the same chick.
No. But that was just him. What I'm saying is the story about Brock just came out. I didn't know, and just based on the way you explained it, I didn't know that this was a situation that only happened once 2 years ago. Because when you said this, because when you said this current incident, we were referring to the story coming out. I didn't know you were referring to him actually only recently being with her. That's the clarity that I was trying to get.
Again, I literally said this was his first time having her, and Vince used her as a bargaining chip. Did I not say that? Did I not say that? Was you not listening?
You did. Now, I thought Dalen was talking about after the fact. Now, this shit doesn't happen after the fact. Vince down the line can use, hey, well, you was involved in this shit, so you might want to chill the fuck out and do what I say. Basically, I saw that as a down the line move because I thought this just happened. I didn't know this happened 2 years ago, but that's how I took what Dalen was saying.
No.
And when you said this, I wasn't thinking about this literally happened 2 years ago. Because you literally didn't say, 2 years ago he slept with this chick was the first time.
Yeah, I didn't say what time it happened because we was talking about the current case going on. I thought you
But that's the
knew
thing. There's only
that
one
the
case.
current case is and that's what's happening right now. But the case that's happening right now is about what happened back then. That's what I'm saying. I never said it happened back then because there was no need to, because the case said that it happened then, but it's being trialed now.
I didn't
So
know
so
the
so
timelines of the
so
case. That's what I'm saying. I didn't
so
know
the
the
point
timelines of when things happened.
so the point of the matter is Dalen thought that Vince could possibly use it as a bargaining chip down the line, but clearly everybody's getting implicated in everything right now.
Oh, absolutely.
So my whole thing is, again, I don't know the depth of everything that happened. I heard about the shit on the face thing. I didn't know it was during a threesome. Those niggas are wild.
On what? You heard it
The
on what?
No, I said I heard about the shit on the face thing. I just didn't know that was
Oh, the
during a
face
threesome.
thing. Oh.
I did not know that was a threesome though.
Oh.
And I'm just sitting here like, yo, these motherfuckers wild as hell.
I'm sorry, I could have sworn I said that too. Vince also passed Shorty allegedly to his trainer. Um, and supposedly, allegedly, from what the case said, had her locked up in a room while the show was going on, and would
Oh,
come
damn, she
into the
was in.
room periodically and do whatever he did to her, and then go back out to the show
And
and then
see,
still
you
be
know
charged.
way more
So
about this
so
case than I do.
so
Yeah.
Vince was in gorilla position. Somebody pissed him off. He said, "You know what? I gotta go handle myself." So he
See,
goes into
that's why you my
so he
brother. Because when
goes
he
so
said
he
Vince was in
goes
gorilla
hey
position,
so
my brain
so
went
hey
there too.
I
Brain
said
went
what
there
I
too.
said. I said what I said on purpose. He got pissed off. I now have to go back here to this damn broom closet. I got this chick locked in, and now get
Oh,
into the other gorilla position.
oh, yes, sir. Knuckles Dragon.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Yes,
Woo!
Oh my
Vince
god.
is a wild boy. And disclaimer, please, nobody out there say we trying to make fun of or make light of any victims out there.
No, not at
Definitely
all.
not the case. Don't want anybody to misconstrue that. Okay.
No, 'cause none of
'Cause-
this is funny at
no,
all. But
at
when you
all.
talk
Period.
about
However, comma, we all tend to laugh at the most terrible shit as a defense mechanism.
because none of this, like the way you got away with this with all of these people around, like you mean to tell me a janitor was like, "Oh man, there's blood on the floor." Oh,
Let me mop this up.
hey lady in the broom closet, I don't see you.
No, yeah, they did. Their job was on the line. I mean, this has been going on since the 80s. Don't forget about Pat Patterson, who was out there raping little boys. Excuse me, sorry, as essaying little boys. There's a damn referee, some black dude who was responsible for having ring boys, legitly boys who set up the ring and do other little tasks. He was SAing them too. Like, this has been going on in this company for decades.
And that goes back to my belief in human depravity and my lack of concern for most human life, because people like that, you literally, your inclinations or your want for a dog, whatever your reasoning was so much more important than somebody else's well-being, mental health, whatever. And this is why I really detest humans in most cases, because
Yeah, it's crazy. We was just talking about that. And look, Dale, Thanos is back. We done brought
He
Josh
never
Brolin
he,
back around.
he never left.
He never left.
He never left.
Okay. All right. We had our little
You got
moment.
you
Let's
got
let's
you got you got
you
Demon
know
King
what?
Thanos
You know
over
what?
there, and I'm
You
over
know
here
what?
being
Not
Sukuna.
Thanos, not Thanos, Madara. They all need to go to sleep. All of them. Sleep them. Sleep them. Sleep them.
it's a good thing I got my Tsukiyomi, excuse me, my Susanoo, because I am not
Everybody go
living in
night
that
night,
world.
nigga.
I ain't living in that world. So let's not touch on this dark shit no more. Let's let the court system handle that motherfucker.
I see what you did there.
They do. Yeah. As you should. As you should. So
Touching
recently
you,
we
touching
No, you will
me.
not ruin that song. You will not ruin that
Sweet
song.
Caroline. Bum,
Bah,
bum,
bah,
bum.
bah.
Don't matter. He put it out there. I don't
Hey,
care.
you can't ruin that song. You can't.
You can if you put an image of Vince doing anything he's accused of attached
It
to it.
won't. It won't be attached.
I just
It doesn't
closed my
stay
eyes.
attached.
That song is too good.
It's
too
just
good.
it's just
won't
gonna
look.
you're gonna keep going with it.
Yeah, I just won't look. It's too good. So today, folks, now that we done touched on that, we can actually get into this show.
Can we stop saying touch on things?
Where
During
have
this episode, we're not touching on anything else, okay? Keep your hands to yourselves.
he's saying he having a problem with the word moist now, Dale?
He doesn't
Moist
get that reference.
makes him cringy.
He doesn't know about that reference.
Oh, really? You
I
know?
don't. I just immediately went back to another friend of mine that can't stand the word moist.
Oh, so he does get that reference from
Yeah.
a whole other person. It's crazy how many.
Actually,
people-
Dalen. Actually, I don't even think he was working there yet, but I ended up wrapping her desk in toilet paper, like a little prank. So she had to come in and literally individually unwrap shit on her desk and the entire desk because it was wrapped in toilet paper. And when she picked up the keyboard to unwrap the keyboard, underneath I had sticky notes, one letter at a time, spelling out moist. Oh, it was awesome. Oh, it was awesome.
Who did you do this to?
Charity.
Yeah, I wasn't there yet.
That was at
time did you have on your-
David Taylor.
I
Oh,
was there for David Taylor, but
yeah, she was there. That was when she was in the back room and I was in Gen Pop. And Clayton was in that other little room.
oh,
Again, how much time did you have on your hands?
Not as much time as the person who aluminum foiled every single thing on Levi's desk and then actually aluminum foiled the desk into a solid cube. Oh, we was fully committed to the petty.
oh no, we got my supervisor one day. We basically gift wrapped his desk and put the little plastic eggs for Easter.
Mm-hmm.
Filled up a bunch of things and just randomly put those on his desk, but we left the bottoms out.
I was waiting.
Any
I kept
box
fucking just fall. Yo, I was actually waiting on your supervisor to fuck with me because I had something for him. I literally had a box of a couple of boxes of packing peanuts on standby, saran wrap. I was going to get him. I was waiting on him to fuck with me so I can retaliate with that. I would have shrink wrapped his entire cube, filled it with packing peanuts, and topped it off closed.
We were heinous as shut up.
Oh no, I'm here
Los.
for this now. Oh no, I'm sitting
Los.
back. Hey, keep going.
Los,
I'm here for this.
Los, I'm that dude that literally you would come at me at 20. I'm coming at you at 150. Like I'm gonna escalate.
Like I used to go around and just slightly unplug people's stuff, just enough to where it didn't work, but you wouldn't go check it because it was already plugged in.
Hey, do you remember when we overfilled Levi's office with balloons?
Oh yeah.
He could not get in his office. We packed it with balloons.
Yeah.
Los, you would have enjoyed it there for that.
Nigga, I'm staying here like I am so for this. Keep going.
Los is over there like I am impressed.
Nigga, you shitting me? I always said you had the best jobs, nigga. I don't give fuck nobody say the fact that you can have a Nerf wall in your office gets no better.
I do miss that about that other spot. I do miss that.
Gets no fucking better.
But diving into the topics, go ahead, Los.
Time out.
You don't talk about family.
I can't say touch on, but he can say dive in.
Touche. You got it.
Oh shit!
You good?
All right,
You good on that?
Is there anything else on the list we need to avoid? Anything else? Let me know now. Let me know.
Man contracts, puffy parties, TD Jakes.
Swallowed.
Ham banana.
No, that can stay. That can
Ham
stay.
banana can stay.
And banana can stay.
The booty warrior.
That can go.
I'm a warrior.
That's my.
I'm a warrior, Vince.
I'm the ultimate warrior, Vince.
Imagine him holding. You gonna make me ruin that butt?
Now, see, everybody calls you Vinnie Mac, but I call you Big Mac. See, I like you and I want you. We can do this the easy way. Oh, I see you pulling your pants down. We're doing this the easy way. We are so depraved. Go to your room. Go to your room.
Oh wait, could you imagine him doing voice? What you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania runs wild on you?
Oh my god!
Slowly we enter the penis back and forth until you climax all over the middle of the ring.
So we
and I sit here and remain champion.
We leaving pussies black and white Hollywood style.
This got out of hand. This got out of hand.
Stop it.
This got out of hand.
Stop. We gotta stop. Okay, we gotta stop because this.
Wait. He had a Booker T once. We coming for you, nigga.
Nah.
With his do rag on.
Use that. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. No.
Vince bust a nut and act like the Ultimate Warrior on the ropes.
So when he really bitch, it was an accident. He was doing a Hulk Hogan leg drop, and he hit too hard, and shit came out.
Los, we went too far. Bring us back. Oh shit!
Why'd you let us get here? You're driving.
Why you let me drive? Like I'm not with the shits. Y'all know I will let go of the wheel and get in the back with y'all.
You said
go the wheel, get in the back with y'all like this.
You said you were the host today. You took the reins.
Okay. I don't know. So look,
regain control.
I am the host
regain
today,
control.
That don't mean that I'm not gonna be me. That's not what this means, sir. We just in the sweet tooth cart. We in the sweet tooth truck right now. I am a fat man with a clown mask on, dancing. All right, y'all with the wrong one. No, stop it. All right, so shut up. Anyway, WWE. We have a WWE episode. Okay. What's left of it? All right. God. So recently, we know there's been a lot of bullshit going on with the whole Cody Rhodes and the Royal Rumble winning and The Rock coming out and supposed to be facing Roman and WWE painting themselves in the wall. I'm not gonna jump to anything because at the end of the discussion, I actually want to ask y'all how y'all feel about something. But I'm gonna lead y'all down this road, right? So they call themselves fixing the situation by having this press conference. Now, personally, I'm not sure if the press conference consisted of anything else because the only thing I cared about was that segment. So if that was the only thing that the press conference was about, kudos on y'all. Y'all smart. So press conference kicks off. Seth comes out. He does his spiel. You know, he's an innovator. All that other good shit. Seth freaking Rollins, blah, blah, blah. Cool. So he supposedly introduces Cody because he wanted Cody to make his decision and Roman comes out, right? So screw your decision. This is how we going to do this. These two face off. They start throwing jabs at each other, which I thought was actually kind of funny. Seth says, hey, look, guys, Roman finally came to work. Roman says,
I love Seth.
This is what I'm saying.
I love
Roman
Seth.
says, look, guys, Seth showed up in his wife's shoes.
Ouch.
So,
don't you hate on that damn innovator. Don't you hate on him.
My thing. Right?
See, how about? I'd have came when colder. I'd have been like, I'm glad to see your man finally let you out the house.
Yeah. Ooh, you gotta be knowledge. That's a thinking man's joke. I like that. That's a good one. And you know what? That actually leads into my question for y'all. Personally. No, seriously, it does, which is crazy. You could do that. Are the wife jokes getting old yet? Wearing your wife's clothes. Anytime Roman talk about Seth, he goes to the wearing your wife's clothes, wearing your wife's shoes. Is it not getting old yet? Like, that's low hanging fruit at this point.
It's getting as old as talking about Roman's schedule. We knew this was coming. Like Roman admitted, Roman said himself, this is what I'm going to be doing.
Right. Now, would his schedule be anybody's issue? Literally. Would anybody have an issue with his schedule if he wasn't the champion?
No.
Exactly. So you can't say that. If we don't have an issue with Brock Lesnar leaving and coming back every few months, this is before what we spoke about
Mhm.
for the last 28 minutes. If we don't have a problem with The Rock leaving and coming back every so often, John Cena leaving and coming back every so often, we don't have a problem with that. The problem comes in when you got the belt, because that was the same problem we had with Brock Lesnar. You got the belt. When you got the belt, you can't just disappear and come back when you want. If you don't got the belt, do you be that spectacle? But if you got the belt, show and prove. Roman basically, and as much as I hate Hulk Hogan, and y'all know how much I hate that man. As much as I hate Hulk Hogan, Roman is basically beating his record without having to put in the work that Hulk Hogan did. Hulk Hogan defended the belt. Hulk Hogan fought all those years. Roman is not. He's fighting what, 4 times a year? 5 times a year?
But
So
okay,
how much prestige does this reign have?
He's getting those major pay-per-views, and I guess he negotiated that with his contract. But honestly, it's just like you get better reactions when you're defending that thing weekly or bi-weekly or something. If we see that title on a normal basis, it just has a better effect. But when you come around every pay-per-view, we already know what the answer is about to be, because you're not going to drop your title on a random pay-per-view.
Right.
We
Especially if it's
are,
not one of the big 4. Shit,
yeah.
big 2.
so I'll say this, right? One, this is the way Roman's character was supposed to be. It was supposed to be, I've worked hard, I've suffered, I've been through it. So now I'm going to do it the way I want. And y'all just got to suck it up. Y'all, like, basically, if you look at Roman's trajectory and his history since being a single star, this is kind of like to the fans, if you think about it, from a heel standpoint, because think about all the times they booed this man. And granted, it was because he was being forced down our throats
Say
as
it.
Oh my God.
That's something else we're gonna add to the list. I was just waiting for him to say it.
But no. We're gonna have to leave that one in there, because literally that is the same exact same exact reason I hate John Cena. Literally, Dr. Thugonomics I was okay with, but once he
Yeah, I love
became
Dr.
Boy
Thugonomics.
Scout, Super Cena, face of the company, and literally they was throwing that man at us. I got so sick of him.
He
And
became
that's the
LeVar
thing.
Ball.
I
Never looked.
actually, I actually, I actually started liking him as an actor, because I had to separate the two. But hey, go watch Vacation Friends.
No, I'm only looking at you like that because I immediately like John Cena as an actor. He
I
came out
but
the
I
gate firing.
but I still had WWE in my head.
Oh,
I
not me.
still
I'm able to separate the two.
I had
I
to,
hate
yeah,
the
that's what
wrestler.
I'm saying. I had to separate them.
I'm not gonna lie. I think John Cena is a great actor for the roles he
Oh no,
plays.
I love him. I love him for those roles, especially Peacemaker. That shit was
Oh
fucking
my god.
hilarious.
Oh my
That shit
god.
was
Peacemaker
hilarious.
was everything.
But
Peacemaker was fucking everything.
but basically the way they put it, those pushes don't have to be so monstrous
And that's the
unless you're
thing.
going to do it right.
The thing I hate about the universe is that they take it out on the wrestler that the company does something. And I get it. That's you showing your displeasure or whatever, however you do it. But it's not the wrestler's fault that they get booked away. Because we've seen dudes who get over organically on their own and the company trash them. We've seen dudes who are just utter trash and the company push them. That has nothing to do with the wrestler. And I think just seeing how Roman has done this title reign as a heel, I think this is his kind of, I'm not going to say getting back at the universe, but basically his character's way of saying, this is what y'all gave me all these years before. This is what y'all going to get now. And y'all not going to be able to do anything about it until somebody stops me. Until somebody take this title up off me, y'all just going to have to eat this.
The
Well, two
problem is,
things.
when is the title going to come off you though? If
I
you're
was gonna say
working,
that too.
if you're working literally 4 or 5 times a year, unless
Yeah.
this thing is the Royal, actually not even Royal Rumble, unless this thing is basically WrestleMania,
Well,
since you
SummerSlam.
have that type of schedule, unless it's one, I don't even know about SummerSlam, the way that he's being booked. You literally are fighting 5 times a year, 4 times a year. We know that you're not going to drop that title unless it's a WrestleMania.
And again, I think they're also trying to break some records too. So
Yeah, Hulk Hogan's. They are.
yeah, so
They are.
that's really why he has a title so long. He's there to
But
break
that
records.
don't mean you don't have to show up to work.
That
You
has
could
nothing to do
wrestle
with,
and still break the title, break
that ain't got
the
nothing to do with him though. That has nothing to
it
do with
it has nothing to do with him, and I get what you're saying as far as how the wrestler is booked. But what is the fans supposed to do if they don't want to get this shit forced down their throat no more? We
exactly.
don't want we don't want Roman as the champion. We don't want you to keep saying Roman is the biggest fighter and the best fighter in there. We want Daniel Bryan. We're paying you. The company runs off of our dollar. Why are you not giving us what we want? You want your money? You want more money? Give us what we want. We're
But
gonna give you more money.
so this is my take on that though. With the WWE being a publicly traded company, we the fans can sit there and say everything we
Dell,
want, but if
real
those
quick.
investors sit there and say we want Roman, or if
Dell,
USA say we want Roman, that's what it's going to be.
real quick. And I'm sorry to cut you off. I just wanted to clear something up. Even though WWE is a publicly traded company, until Vince sells his shares, he owns 51% basically. So it's not public. Whatever the
That's stop.
fuck they want,
I thought
Vince,
he start.
it
He still
doesn't
has.
matter.
He
Vince
no no
has
no wait.
when
He
he
still
first when he
he's
first
hold
made the
on hold
deal
on.
to make the company
Pause.
public.
Pause. I got a question. He
What's up?
actually still has majority share.
Only reason I say that
I
is
thought he
because
gave that up
no, even during the TKO merger, they was I don't believe maybe during the merger. I gotta double check that. Matter of fact, I forgot about
because
that merger.
I
I gotta
thought
double check
I legit thought he didn't have majority share.
No, okay. So before that merger, when he first took the company public, he made it so that he still had the final say so basically because he had the most stock. He had
Yeah,
the
he
most.
had
He had
majority share, but
51%.
I
So
thought when he resigned that last time, not this time, but I thought
no,
when he stepped
no,
away that
no,
last time,
no.
I thought
Actually,
he had to
time
give
out,
He
up
time
still
out,
had it.
majority share.
time out, time out. To answer your question, I just Googled it. Endeavor actually has majority ownership of WWE.
Yeah, see, okay, so that I didn't check up on. But before this Endeavor deal, when he left the first time, he still had final say so. That's how he was able to come back and make the deal with Endeavor in the first place. So no, Vince never released power, even when he made the company public. So let's stop giving him this. Let's stop giving the company this defense that they had shareholders they had to answer to. At the end of the day, Vince is the one person they had to answer to. Whatever the fuck he wanted is what we got. Because Vince was the only company in town, because he had nobody else to go against, he did what he wanted to do.
No, I
This is
got
why
you.
the
I got you.
fans said what they said. This is why they reacted the way they reacted. So yes, Dalen, you're right. You can't really blame the wrestler. But is the fans really blaming the wrestler if they're rebelling against what the company is giving them, or are they just rebelling against the company?
But again, when you look at how fans act, and I'm not saying all fans, but when you
Mhm.
look at how most fans act, especially the weird ones, what
Mhm.
do? They don't go against the company. They don't stop watching the product. They don't boycott the product. They attack the individual.
But that's the point that's why I specifically made a point to say that he was the only business in town. When you're the only place I could get my food from, if you are telling me that you're pushing tomatoes these years and you need to buy tomatoes, I'm gonna tell you I don't fucking want tomatoes. Yes, I'm gonna come shop at your
You
company
gonna
for
eat
food,
these
but I
fucking
don't want your fucking
tomatoes.
tomatoes.
Take these goddamn
No.
tomatoes.
And this
Make
is
some
why Vince.
ketchup. Make
This
some
is why
spaghetti
Vince is in the
sauce.
trouble he's
Cook
in
these
right
fucking
now.
tomatoes.
This is why he's in the trouble he's in right now. That's exactly why. But nonetheless, I bring all of that up, right? That all of that was again to ask. Did y'all think that these wife jokes are getting old? Do you think we need new material? And Dalen, I'll even add what you said. You're right with the whole having time off shit. Only certain people are able to do that. And as far as I know, the only two people have been able to do that, and that's Brock and Roman. So we can say that they're so good that they could do that. I'm willing to accept all
I
that.
feel I
Do you
feel
think the
like
jokes is
Seth.
getting old at this point?
I feel like Seth's able to do it too, if he wanted to.
I think he should be because Seth has been a harder worker than Roman the whole time they've been in the company.
Seth, I feel like Seth should be bigger than what he is. He's
I think so
big,
too.
but I feel like honestly, I wouldn't mind Seth being
So
that face.
He's
I
top
wanna,
3,
I
so
wanna,
I
I
can't complain
wanna
about
kind of
that.
contradict your statement because I think the only time Roman hasn't been there, and I really feel like they kind of played us with that one, was when he was sick.
The leukemia came back. That's
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And then when you think about it, the only time Seth's been out is when he was injured. If
Right.
you look at those two things, they've
I
been
think he
going.
I think he
What?
went out. Well, no, he
No.
injured.
I'm sorry. Maybe I
When the
need to.
baby was born, he was.
He
But
did
I'm
leave
just
for like a
talking
few
B.
weeks to go be
And
with,
that,
but that
But
don't count.
I think Los was talking like the whole schedule thing where I'm only working once a month, shit like that.
Currently, yes.
No, that's currently. I wasn't talking about the
Oh,
schedule when I said the
okay.
whole time they've been in the company, Seth has been a harder worker.
Okay.
I just mean Seth has been a better performer, a harder worker in the ring than Roman has. And I'll say this. It's because Seth can do more. Seth is more athletic than Roman.
Okay,
So the
I'm
things that
glad
Seth
you. I'm
does
glad
take
you did
more
that.
out of him.
I'm
They
glad you
have
said
different
that.
fighting styles. Roman is more of a powerhouse and a brawler. Seth is more of a technical high flyer. I get all of that. But being a high flyer and being technical takes more out of you physically than being a brawler and a powerhouse. So that's why I say the whole time Seth has been a harder worker.
And I give you that.
So he deserves more.
No, because
And
Seth has put. I will say Seth has put his body through more than Roman, just because of his wrestling style.
And if Daniel Bryan was still there, he would be at the top of that list.
Because I can say Roman is. I'm not saying Seth hasn't, but Roman has carried some people in some matches. Because I remember he carried Undertaker, because Undertaker wasn't looking good in a match. He's carried Undertaker. Roman,
but that was planned though. They knew Undertaker was going to have to get carried somewhat.
But still, but to be, here's the thing though. Knowing somebody has to get carried and being able to carry them are two different things. Because how many people have made Brock Lesnar look like absolute gold?
Daniel Bryan.
Even with
AJ
his
Styles.
moveset.
Right. Oh, hell yeah. AJ Styles.
Hell yeah. Roman has made him look good.
Cena. Put respect on his name.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who else. Like who else Brock has fought in that time.
There's been quite a few,
honestly,
that he has
kind of made Brock look good a little bit.
Lashley,
yeah, he kind of made Brock look good.
But they made that match look like it was supposed to look. Two powerhouse ex UFCs, all of that shit. They made that look the way it was supposed to look.
If we're gonna take that route, we could say
two big meaty men bumping meat.
Yeah, if we're gonna take that route, we could say Goldberg did because that
happened?
squash. The squash when not their very first match back in the day when they came back and Brock actually let Goldberg squash him.
Right,
that looked awesome.
Brock made Goldberg look good.
Yes.
Okay. That's the only like Goldberg. Just don't call him no more. Quit calling him back.
I so agree.
I so skinny legs.
Nah, I'm good. The man concussed himself before the fucking match,
and then had to have Undertaker carry him,
and then concussed Undertaker with a box jackhammer.
Undertaker,
dirty rat bastard,
with his Doberman hips.
Yo,
dog that got bad hips.
My man's like disrespectful. Why would they keep that?
Undertaker with his Great Dane hips.
Oh my god. Oh.
But no, okay, so going back to this thing, right? One, I think the whole Rock thing, and I've been seeing this kind of just in various groups and things. I think the Rock thing wasn't meant to take anything from Cody ever. I think the purpose of that whole situation was to distract from Vince. I think it was to give people something else to talk about.
Shock value.
Right.
Or I'm sorry, a hot shot.
Well, then because you know what? No, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, if you look at the progression of time, literally 1 week, Rock comes up, I'm taking your spot. Next week, they had this press conference, and it's just all these things changing. It's to give people something else to talk about. To get companies do that all the time. Something bad happens. Oh, look over there. No, shiny over there. Go over there.
Now,
squirrel.
I get what you're saying.
Right,
it does happen. But I want to ask you something. You said you saw. I guess these is conversations that's been going up in groups and other shit like that. Right?
You know, I take dirt sheets with a grain of salt. I've been seeing random dirt sheet stuff. Yeah.
Right. Got you. So I heard, and I might have to do some research to find out who I heard it from. I think it might have been Wrestle Talk. Supposedly, this is something that's been going on for like a year now. The Rock getting this deal or getting in his board spot with Endeavor was something that's been in the works for a while. And The Rock has been the whole time protesting this whole, pitching this whole idea of him main eventing WrestleMania with Roman. So it could be a thing that they actually went forward with it because of what's going on with Vince to distract people.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not something that they just threw on the wall. This is something that Rock has been going on about for a while now. It just so happened that they have a reason to do it.
Yeah, no, I wasn't making it seem like it was like a last ditch thing. But what I'm
Okay.
saying is like they moved, like you said, they moved forward with it, or at least proposed it at this specific time.
Nah, with the
because
way
of
they
the whole
did it,
Vince
with the
Okay.
way they did it, they did have something in the pocket.
Mm.
But I thought that damn, what's that? Not Endeavor, but whatever the Rock actually
TKO?
owns in there. Yeah. I thought basically, and I heard some things about some rumors about this too, that basically pushing the Rock, let him main event WrestleMania, all that shit to bring attention to TKO.
Who knows?
kind of pointless unless he's branding TKO. Like unless he's doing
But I don't.
something.
Okay, let's stop saying that because I don't want to put it out there like TKO is his. I don't know
No,
what exactly.
And
he's
yeah, and
talking
I
about.
yeah,
No,
basically,
no,
basically,
We're just referring
basically
to
being a
whatever the Rock
double,
part of
basically
the,
being a double
deal is.
face.
Got you. Okay.
A double face for multiple. Well, he's already good in the WWE, but basically putting the face on this. So hey, let's go look over here at this. Basically, that's what I took that as. And then with the backlash of him hijacking WrestleMania, we turned him heel now.
Mm-hmm. But pretty much, and you jumping ahead because that was something I wanted to ask too.
But we're
go
gonna come
ahead.
back to that. We're gonna come
So
back to that. But that
this
was
whole segment, right? So sorry, Roman. Now, the way that they introduce Rock into the whole shit, right, is Roman is talking about Cody lost his chance. Since Cody took too long to make a decision, Roman is now going to choose, and he chooses The Rock, right? Now, bro, you and I have had this, we've had this talk off air before. And I'm bringing it out there now. How much disrespect and how much do you think they're devaluing the Royal Rumble winner when they constantly make it so the Royal Rumble winner doesn't automatically get the main event? Anybody can come in and scoop that up if they have a bigger star power than them. Do you think that that's disrespectful? Because I think is actually.
To me, it looks like a variant of like Kofi Kingston, of Daniel Bryan, like basically that whole underdog, which does work for Cody. Cody needs that belt.
So
But he's not an underdog. He's far from it.
No, as far as star power, no, he's not. But in the situation, you just brought in the Rock. You just quote unquote strengthened the bloodline. You now have Cody trying to do this uphill Cinderella story because again, he never got the belt. He wants to get the belt to honor his father, all that good stuff. It makes a good story if done right. I can see it anyway.
So
Bro.
I look at it like this, right? To answer your question, I'm gonna diverge a bit. And this is just me personally. I think they started to devalue the Royal Rumble winner with the introduction of the Money in the Bank. Because if I win the Royal Rumble, right, and you haven't cashed in your thing by the time WrestleMania come around, I'm now a victim.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
If I win, and it's the whole, because here's the thing, the whole purpose of me winning the Royal Rumble was for me to get an opportunity at this title. And if I win this title, I keep it until I lose it. But then, yo punk ass want to wait.
Good old Seth can just come in
Till I'm laying
at the end of the match.
Or Edge.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm laying over there looking like a Family Guy body, and you gonna come in. I want to cash this in. I want to cash this in.
You looking like Lois pressed into the bed.
This nigga said a Family Guy body.
The bodies be wild. The bodies be wild.
All right, you know what? Because Los don't understand
Don't understand what.
what a Family Guy body look like.
Loves Family Guy.
What you mean? I don't understand. Yes, the fuck I do.
Mm-mm.
I don't know what he's about to send me or put up on.
Oh yeah,
card, folks.
yeah. I'm about to send you some
I don't know
shit.
But no, I personally believe once they introduce the Money in the Bank and the possibility, because again, you have that title until WrestleMania. I mean, you have that briefcase until WrestleMania. So I feel like once they introduced that, then yeah, they started to devalue the Royal Rumble. Because what's the point of me winning if this nigga gonna come in here and either make it a triple threat match, which is supposed to be my main event, but he make it a triple threat match, or he wait until I'm stop talking because you're on mute, fool.
Who, Dell?
Yes, yeah, I see his mouth moving on
I
mute.
see his mic muted too. His dumbass.
Mike was muted. My fault.
We
Yeah,
know
you
he
wait
just said
now.
that. His headset must be muted too, because you just said that.
Goddamn.
Mm.
But no, like
Nah,
but
my
yeah,
headset's not muted. I can hear y'all. It just switched to
either
my phone
either
instead of listening to y'all.
That's what you
either
get.
you make my joint a triple threat match, or I do win, but I'm broken and battered from this hard fought match, and then he can come in and take my title anyway.
So what would you prefer? The triple threat or wait till after you done?
I would prefer the triple threat because at least I still got a chance of winning. But you know how storylines go. Anything more than 2 people in the ring, the champions guaranteed to win. Think about it. How many triple threats or fatal 4-ways have you seen go against the champion?
That's a lot of info to try to go through in my head right now. But I get where you coming from with that. No, because it happens. Because remember, a lot of champions, they then complain like, "Oh, I lost my belt and I didn't even have my match. I wasn't pinned." So it goes. It happens. So yeah, I'm not
I
looking at
hate
that right now.
so I hate triple threats. Number one. Number two,
Why?
I understand what they're used for. They're used for means to make the champ look strong, even if they lose, or to protect whoever.
To
However,
protect them, that's basically what it's for.
yeah, I get that. However, just give us the damn one-on-one match. Just somebody needs to be the better man. Why not?
I
I
personally
don't
feel
with
like
with WrestleMania with that type of stage. I don't want to see a triple threat.
your Money in the Bank should be good until the next Money in the Bank. Like the day before the next, you have until the day before the next Money in the Bank to cash it in. That then
I thought that was how that works, though.
no, it goes until WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You have until WrestleMania to cash that in.
Well, technically a calendar year they call it, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
calendar year. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I feel like, and this is gonna sound weird because like, what's the point? I feel like certain matches should be exempt from the Money in the Bank cash in because to me, it cheapens that match. I get it for the shock value. I get it for the but like for example, we know Damian Priest is gonna cash in on somebody. We know 9 out of 10 is gonna be Seth. Then again, he may even cash in on whoever wins Cody. I don't know, but with WrestleMania literally coming, we know he's got to cash in now. So it's kind of not. I'm not really shocked at this point. So you've kind of killed the value for me now. If you were to extend it out until the next Money in the Bank,
No, I think it is because I believe, like Dolph Ziggler, he cashed in his Money in the Bank on Del Rio the Raw after WrestleMania. So I don't think it is a whole to WrestleMania thing. I think it is until the next year, and Money in the Bank pay-per-view comes after WrestleMania.
You get until the next Money in the Bank.
You get a whole calendar year.
Because didn't somebody, I gotta look now, because didn't somebody cash in on their last day?
I just told you, nigga. Oh,
no,
I'm sorry,
no,
I didn't say that. Dolph Ziggler, that was his last day to cash in too. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So it has to be used within that year. So yeah, so from the night they win it, they have 365 to use it. So no, that's okay.
Yeah. So the Money in the Bank pay-per-view comes after WrestleMania. So they can interrupt WrestleMania if they wanted to, basically.
So with that said, though, I think certain matches should be like they should leave certain matches alone when it comes to the Money in the Bank. Like if it's I don't want to say a not major pay-per-view, but like if it's not like WrestleMania or SummerSlam, fair game. Those two are kind of your big ass.
Honestly, the WrestleMania match, and this is just me talking. This is just my opinion. The WrestleMania match, I believe, should be exempt from that. That main event in WrestleMania, other matches cool, but the main event I feel like should be exempt.
So you would take away Seth Rollins' win?
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. When Seth Rollins cashed in the Money in the Bank, he cashed it in on Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, making it a triple threat match at main event at WrestleMania. you would want to take that out of the history books?
I'm just again, this is just me talking, and this is me moving forward too.
And I'm asking you personally.
I wouldn't take that away. It's a contradiction. I know. I wouldn't take
Oh,
that away.
oh.
But the way it's used now, that's why I don't want to see it. Now, honestly, and Dalen's the only one that's going to get this reference. Dalen, you facing Los, you win. You're tired. You're in the ring. You know I can't cash in on you, but you turn around and I'm sitting on the top rope, looking like the man in the wall, just whistling at you. You know I'm coming for you. You can't tell me that wouldn't be good though.
That would be good. That would be good. Like just a threat.
Los, I need you to get through your story because you need to meet the man in the wall. That is a creepy
I'm
bastard.
trying. I'm trying.
Go ahead, Dalen.
No. Like that would honestly be kind of cool. But like that even on the top rope. But Keith, I'm gonna Keith Lee you. I can't even call it a Candyman no more. I'm gonna Keith Lee your ass. You gonna be like, yeah. I'm just gonna stand like this.
Just whistling.
Nope.
Oh,
hey, bitch, you got a pretty title.
Now that's cool and all, but question.
hey,
right?
sweet. See you wrapped in a little food there.
How would you feel about it if you are
Bye, Dalen.
watching? How would you feel about it if you watching a match, right? And you know how the person wins, they up on the turnbuckle, cheering for themselves. The camera is focused on the turnbuckle, focused on the champion and his victory. Just happy as fuck about this win.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as he hopped down, is a sweet chin music, and the ref counts 1, 2, 3, and now he lost his belt.
They can't.
You
that
don't
bell
see,
got to ring first.
But see, no. Here's my thing: in a Money in the Bank match or the Money in the Bank cash in, I feel like they never really left it on that avenue of surprise like they should have, because you get the whole pomp and standard of the rest of the music coming on, a referee running down with the shit. But if a nigga was to just pop off and pin a motherfucker with the belt and win the belt, how would that be?
I'm glad you said that. That's what is missing. There is no element of suspense. You half the time know it's coming. Now, when they shock you like the description I gave Dalen, I gave you, all right, cool. But there's really no suspense anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know this motherfucker's going to cash in at likely times. There is no build up.
Okay. Well, let's get back.
Don't get me wrong. I definitely like that somebody get pinned, all this other stuff, and that music cue for somebody for them, cool. But you got to build us up and let us know, oh, well, he's not here tonight, or some dumb shit like that. Basically, make us put us in that state of calm like a horror movie does, and then shit just pop off. Give us that.
The element of surprise. Right? The element of surprise again, basically. I'm definitely with you on that one. Shit has become way too predictable in this company. So something else I wanted to touch on that this press conference did, right? When Rock comes out, and this is going to lead to my final opinion later on, but just touching on it. When he comes out, he's getting booed a lot, actually. Like, surprisingly enough, this man is getting all kind of boos. They still got their cheers going on, but there's a lot of boos as well. So, in a way to, The Rock, he always got something smart to say. Right. He's talking about how the main event between him and Roman would be the best main event ever. How the bloodline between them two would show and prove that, basically, which something I'll get on later. And he says that everybody who's booing him, after he thanked the media for being there, he introduces the media to the Cody crybabies. I'm telling you, this nigga Rock, man. Punchline
always
king,
had
sir.
a way. He always had a way with words.
This is what I'm saying, always.
But I think the booze. Oh, go ahead.
Here's the kicker, right? When The Rock was trying to do his finally shit, every time he brought the mic to his face, everybody booed him.